built town here. We now enter in history. And in the past, you may have seen that if you're going to Canterbury, Salisbury and other places. The cathedral is not only the cathedral, it's also all the schools. And the university belongs to the Archbishop in the Middle Age, Notre Dame. When you think Notre Dame, you think Notre Dame de Paris. The only trouble is that almost all our cathedrals are dedicated to Notre Dame. Because those soldiers, knights of the Middle Age, we think they are always living with their shields in front of them and their sword in hand. In fact, they are terrified by God. If we talk to the Mother of Christ, a mother, she can understand what we mean. And she can transmit to her son or to God our demand. So it's better dedicate the cathedral to Our Lady, and she will transmit our prayers to God. See, that's the idea.
Yeah.
And so it's also Notre Dame. And you may see if you step back afterwards, there is a gilded statue of Notre Dame there, which has just been regilded last summer. So no problem, it's Notre Dame. Here, it's to see some of the architecture of the medieval period. A little square where you have the half-timbered houses, and you see the funny way you can see the inside of the house from the outside. You see where the staircase is located by the movement of the beams, and most of the time the part in wood is painted. And sometimes, as we are in a section where it's raining very often, although in Normandy they will tell you it never rains. A few drops every day, but it never rains. So you have to fight against humidity. And very often the houses or the wood part, as on this house, is covered with slates. The same slates that we put on the roof, they protect them. That was a very good way also of economy of energy, in fact, for the house. South side of the church was destroyed by the bombing. Afterwards, they had to make sure that the whole building was still solid enough, especially the vault in the center. So there was a lot of smoke, and all the cathedral was as black as you can see here. And it took years to clean. And first, unfortunately, very often we start to clean sandblasting. And that's very bad for the stone. It's too violent, and it destroyed the sculpture, especially in Rouen, where there are so many details and so many sculptures. So now what we do is that we clean with laser ray, but it's long, it's a very long time. Usually one of the doors is dedicated to the Last Judgment. So just above the door you see the people coming out of the tombs. You see they open the tombs. But what is particular in Rouen, in several churches, is that above the door you have a three-angle pinnacle which is open. I mean, you see through, and then you see through the rose window which is behind. And same thing when you are inside, you receive the full light from the outside, you see. And it's a tracery of place that we have around Rouen. Rouen, a cathedral which is started in the 11th century. It stopped because of some wars. It stopped again for the 100 Years' War. And so the last bell tower of the facade will be completed at the end of the 15th century.